Hey, I finally wanted to talk about this and address some things you've probably heard and probably just seen on everywhere. So, I want to talk about my past relationship I had with Emma. So, let me start from the very beginning. This was right at the beginning of my freshman year of college at Chico State, and I had just split up with my girlfriend who I had dated for 2 years in high school, almost 2 years. And this was I think it was in September or maybe late August, I received a DM from Emma. And I'm like completely starstruck, right? I'm showing my friends, dude, look, like, what? Look at what the hell is going on. And she's like, oh, I love your TikToks, they're so funny. And I'm like, okay, this is awesome. I'm gonna try and see if I could continue to talk to her. And so I continue to DM her, and we start talking, and then we start snapping, and then we start FaceTiming, and then I'm like, dude, I really like this girl. And so I am like, I want to come down to Los Angeles. And she's like, you got to come down to Los Angeles. So I buy my ticket and I fly down to Los Angeles, and we instantly hit it off. Like, things are awesome. Like, she is so cool. I'm like, dude, this is sick. She is the coolest girl. And so I have to go back. It was only for the weekend. Every time I went down, it was only for the weekend. Like, because I had to go back to school on Monday. I had physiology at like 9:30 in the morning. And so then we continue to talk, and it's becoming more and more serious. And then by the time the second or third time I bought my ticket and flew down, we were official. We started dating, and we continue to do this, and our relationship is awesome. I am loving it. She's so great. She's super fun. Everything I would ever want in a girlfriend, right? And so things are going so good, and time passes. I would fly down around twice a month on a weekend, and then come back in time. My friends would pick me up sometimes from the airport. My mom or dad would drive me, and things are becoming more serious. I meet her family. I love her family. Her family is amazing. She meets my family. I think she loved my family. And just, it was a real relationship, a real dating, a real, you know. And so time passes and we go to New York. We've been planning this. I had never been to New York, and she loves New York. And we go there, but at this point in our relationship, for some reason, for me at least, things were starting to feel like weird and off. And we had this really long conversation in the hotel, trying to hear each other and understand what was going on. But I don't think we could find something. We couldn't pinpoint what was wrong, right? And but so this is at the very end of our relationship. We dated for around 5 months, I think. And then I go back to school. I go to school a little bit more, and then I fly back down to LA to see her. And then things were still weird. We couldn't figure it out, and we both knew like something is just off. So then I fly back down at the end of the weekend. This is the last time I was gonna be going down to LA to see her. And then she calls me. I'm in my dorm room. My roommate was there, and we are like this. We split up. Distance and everything. The formula was just too hard, I think, from my point of view. And so then some time passes and I go to a frat party and I'm completely intoxicated and I kiss this girl. My inhibitions are gone. I'm not thinking on what could happen. I was not thinking it through, right? And people were filming me and kissing this girl. And I go back home that night or to my dorm, and then I wake up the next morning. Oh, fuck. I just see this shitstorm. Cheater, look at this horrible human. And I am like, no. What? I try and formulate a tweet saying, right the day of, no, I did not cheat on Emma, and I would not ever want to have a bad ending with Emma. And then, but that at that point it was out of my hands. It was a different scale of anything I could ever control, and of publicity, and it was out of my control. And at the same time, a video of me before I even knew Emma, before I had ever watched any of her videos. But for some reason, on this video, I say, yeah, or the question was, do you have a crush on Emma Chamberlain? I said, I used to watch her videos or something, but now I think she's annoying. For some reason, me being young and naive, having no repercussion or thinking about the repercussions of that at all. And I will 100% own up to saying that that was a very stupid, wrong thing to say, because obviously I had no idea who she was. And Emma was the greatest girlfriend. I couldn't have asked anything more from her. She was so good. She was so supportive, so supportive of me, and helping me honestly understand this realm of LA, because it is a big old world here, and it goes at its own speed. And it was always like, I could always feel that when I would go from Chico, fly down to LA. And it was just a different energy. And she obviously would talk to me about everything, like, because she is one of the most grounded people I've ever met. She is one of the coolest people. And now she is with and now I'm so happy for her now that she's found someone who is wholeheartedly with her and who is on board, and they look so happy. And I am so glad for them. But I just wanted everyone to hear my 2 cents and hear my side to what happened. And I will wholeheartedly and always say that I never cheated on Emma Chamberlain. So, thank you for hearing me.